Hey everybody. So, surprise live video for our finances for week 4. So the reason why I'm doing this actually is because we are on the road right now and we are out in the middle of nowhere, and I'm going to be driving through pretty much mountains all day. So I wanted to go ahead and get this up. I didn't want to get it any much later than it was already coming up. I think it's 10:30 in the morning now. So we'll go ahead and get started, and if I do have any questions, I'll go over to the video and see if anybody asked any specific questions. And then maybe what we'll do from here on out, we might make this a live video. So week 4. Granted, this is going to be a little bit less than normal because we did stay at G's grandfather's house, and that way we didn't have to worry about the driving. You can see G back there. Say hi, G.
Buddy. How's it going? It's cold here. It's
absolutely
snowing. Did you show them the snow?
Nope, show them in a little bit. But gas for week 4, as I was saying, we're staying at G's grandfather's house, so we were not traveling the entire time. Gas for week 4 was $248.66, and right now we have a full tank of gas. We just put 110 of that in yesterday. We went by a gas station that was actually $2.09 per gallon, which was pretty awesome.
We should have filled our gas cans.
It's true, but that's extra weight going around.
That's true.
Gear, I ended up getting some more camera gear. It's $43.49. Something I realized when I was in New Orleans is I don't really have a bag that can fit the gimbal and my Nikon, the actual camera. So when I was walking around the New Orleans, walking through like the darker areas, I was just putting the Nikon up in my jacket, and I was like, that's probably not the best way to do things. So I went ahead and bought a little backpack, and so we went exploring around yesterday on the bikes, and it was perfect. You know, it was definitely a
good purchase.
Yeah, I was able to get the gimbal and the Nikon in there, so that was good. Also, we went to a state park, which was $5 per vehicle, and that video will be coming soon. Actually, it was really, really cool because they actually had a private shuttle where you could get off on top of this viewpoint, and the actual ranger gave us like a private tour. And it was like $5 for all day, and we did some running and some exploring, which was pretty cool. Walmart total for this week was $97.32. I ended up washing Atlas. Still had some road grime on it, and I picked up some gear, and I bought some.
And you got me these.
Yeah, spending my money. All that Walmart gear, it's just food, for example, and also the gallon water containers. We don't drink the water from the lines here. We go inside and get the 27-cent refillable filtered waters, and we just use those. And just other small things, you know. Smart Walmart has people park in their parking lots. First thing you do is walk in and buy stuff. And the last big thing for this week is repairs, and that video is coming up soon. Won't ruin it for you, but it was $182.86. So it's just continuous putting money into the RV. As some people commented on videos, it's more like I am taking care of the problems the previous owner did not take care of. And it's my home now, and it's our vehicle.
If you forgot the most important purchase.
What's that?
We spent $11 on these.
You did.
I did.
That kind of gives you a hint to where we went. But G had to get her donuts. That was a stressful time driving this thing through downtown, trying to get G some donuts. Hopefully it was worth it. But the repairs, I'm honestly starting to consider. I'm throwing around the possibility of getting one of the extended warranties. It's the tax return coming in, with the YouTube earnings coming in, and with the surge protector sales, I'm thinking about just investing all that into getting an extended warranty. Basically, it's $5,000, but it's 50,000 miles, 5 years. Anything breaks, they take care of it, theoretically. You know, with every business, the goal is to make money. Why would they want to pay out money? You know what I mean? Like, I'm just kind of dubious of the whole extended warranty thing, but at the same time, man, if we're living out of it full time, if we're doing the Alcan, and if I'm using this for business, you know, it's kind of hard. So if anybody out there has any experience or suggestions with extended warranties, let me know. But the upside to this, the really good side to this is I have a rough estimate of how much I earned with the surge protector cells. By the way, we sold 51 units, blew 30 right out of the water. 51 surge protectors we sold within a week. So I'd like to thank everybody that shared the sale, anybody that bought a surge protector. Hopefully everything turned out smooth. I'm still holding my breath every time I open my email. I'm kind of nervous, like hopefully everything's okay. Hopefully everything got shipped out right. But we did very, very well with that. And I am still in the process of getting that LLC formed. I still need to go back and watch the video where I was talking about the LLC. Some people gave me some advice there. I'm going to go through with this this notebook and actually go through and write down what people are saying and research it and see what I can get figured out. But I need to get that set up so I can actually continue to make the income on the road. But this is a rough estimate. G and I need to double check this, need to double check the invoices, need to double check, you know, make sure our figures are right. But if our figures are right, not including the $600 from last time, just this last week, because basically the surge protector cells started, I had a little bit of it in there, and then the rest of the week I was still selling. But if the figures are right, this week, this other half of the week alone, I made $1,400 on surge protector cells, which is pretty awesome. So that brings this week, this last week, an actual profit of $822.67. And we, like, actually when we're on the road today, we're going to double check these figures. I need to write a check to Progressive Industries, but theoretically I made $822 last week, not like past what it cost us to be on the road. And granted, it was a little bit cheaper being that we did stay at G's grandfather's house, but we're getting there. We're starting to find a sustainable sustainable thing. If I didn't have that mechanic's bill of $182.86, you know, that would have been big. I mean, that would have meant that we only spent because the total of everything we spent this week was $577.33. And if I wouldn't have had that $182 mechanics bill, you know, we would have been under $400 for the week, how much we spent. And that includes all the gas, food. Granted, we didn't really buy any food while we're at G's grandfather's house. We basically cooked every night. So that worked out pretty well. So yeah, we actually turned a profit this week. And again, if my numbers are correct, I don't know if my numbers are correct, so don't quote me on anything. And in regards to the surge protector cells, please, everybody, please be patient with that. Please don't call Progressive Industries saying you want my discount. That's still coming once they get their website built. Once they get that promo code ready, that will be available then. But right now, like, it's just kind of a hassle that I have to deal with. Like, I had to call today and kind of explain to them what's going on because people are calling in to Progressive Industries wanting my discount. I don't know if it's because like the sale is done now and they're wanting the same price or what, but please give me some time to get the LLC set up or the sole proprietorship or get my website built or do some videos on the different products. Just let me get that set up, please, and we will get back to selling those as quickly as possible. So I'm going to go over to the video itself and see if anybody is writing any comments. Once again, thanks to everybody for all the positive feedback with everything and all the different messages that I've been getting. Really like to say thank you for that. So I'm over here on the questions. Indie Nomad, lunch break, just drop it in. What's up, man? Jim Onyx, yes, I'm excited to be down there in the warm weather in Phoenix. And Uncle Josh, and thanks for the kind words. And Tony Grant, welcome. More RVing, what's going on? So yeah, no specific questions over there. I just figured I'd bop in over there and see if anybody had any specific questions about the finances. But once again, I'd just like to thank everybody for all the positivity and all the comments on videos. I might have G try and get on today and reply to some of those comments online. I try and do at least one video a day to reply to everybody, and just a little bit of the future for surge protectors. I'm just trying to think of stuff people might have questions for. Just in the future, we are going to consolidate. The big problem I'm running into with the surge protectors and the cells is I have so many avenues that I tried to build a channel on. I have Instagram, I have Twitter, I have Facebook, multiple Facebook pages, and I have YouTube. And with those, they each have their own spam accounts as well. So I'm getting messages from multiple emails, multiple social media networks for people that have questions or comments on specific things. So for example, I just found a whole slew of messages on Facebook that went to my spam folder, and I tried to get back to everybody right then. I spoke to them like, hey, I'm sorry it took me so long to respond. This was in my spam folder. So what I think I'm going to do in the future is try and build one email or one social media outlet so I can get a hold of, like, I can actually reply, because right now it's really difficult to keep track of all of them and get back to everybody. And that's kind of what was happening with the surge protector cells as well. Somebody would say that they were interested in one, and then, you know, it'd go to my spam folder and on my secondary email that I barely check, because that PIM 429CJ is a secondary email. I've had that since high school, and that's why it's linked to my PayPal right now. And I'm definitely going to change that. But that had its own spam folder that if somebody was like, I think it spammed it because it said specific brands or something, and I think it put it in that spam folder because it kind of looked like a spam that somebody was trying to sell me something, or, you know, and I didn't even see that till later. So we're going to get one email. I'm going to change the PayPal to the same email that I'm corresponding with Progressive, so everything comes to one thing. And then in my future videos, I'm going to specifically tell people not to try and contact me on social media. Like, this is the only email I'm going to reply to, because it just gets too hectic and then miscommunications happen, and I definitely don't want that. So I am about done rambling here. I'd like to thank everybody once again. Hope you enjoyed. And it's the first time we turned a profit on the road, which is super, super exciting. Like, that's something that's been like a dream of mine, being able to actually turn a profit on the road. And yeah, it's like a dream come true. So hopefully we can continue to migrate that into like something that happens all the time, something that happens weekly or bi-weekly, where I'm actually able to turn a profit a little bit. And then once I get to Alaska, then all that I make in Alaska will just be extra money I can invest in the channel and into the RV, like get this thing paid off very, very quickly. So I do have some questions, and then I'm going to end this video. It's Bates Mimister. We're not in Portland. Good guess though. He's talking about the Voodoo Donuts. Are you and James Wanderlust Estate going to do any more hangouts? Yes, we are. He is working on something right now. It's going to be on his channel next, and then if it works out, then I think we're going to continue to do it. I think it's a good idea. Denny Curtis, have you got any more issues with the tire pressure? It's interesting how the pressure needs to change when you go from one part of the country to the other. No, I've learned a lot with the tire pressure, just in terms of how it works, because the cold pressure is what the max is. And what I was thinking is whenever it warms up and it gets, you know, when it expands, that's where you need to keep it below. And that's why I was kind of freaking out, because G and I are driving in this Class A, which doesn't have that good front end protection. And I was just looking at traffic go down the other way, and I was like, man, it really sucked to have a blowout right now. So that's why I was so concerned about it. But thanks people on the channel, and thanks to people that have messaged me and let me know like how that actually works. You know, I've got it figured out. We're actually up higher up in elevation, and I've been watching the tire gauges, the tire pressure monitor, and it's been working pretty well. So I'm gonna get off here, everybody. G and I are about to hit the road. We got a long day of driving ahead of us, and I guess I'll give you a hint to where we're at. I'll swing you around here. It's snowy out there. So we are going to be taking it easy today. That's actually why I had to hurry up and do this live video, because we have a break in the snow. All right, G, come say bye.
I'm washing my face so I don't look like a puffball.
A puffball?
Yes, I have allergies here. My face is puffy.
Say bye, G.
Goodbye, everybody. Have the best day.
They just watched your cooking. Well, your cooking video is live now.
Oh.
So people will be able to.
Let me know how that goes. It's actually quite embarrassing. But
I don't think so. But anyways, thanks for watching, everybody. Like I said, we'll try and get to your comments as quickly as possible. Is it snowing?
No, it's just.
Okay. Anyways, catch you
Bye,
later.
everybody.